Good morning. I know that I did not tell anybody I was going live. I never do. I just go live, and it's kind of dumb. But hopefully, you guys will understand and know that this is an update. Well, I labeled it update, so you'll know that. But anyway, I am on my way to go to TJ Maxx. I want to look for some stuff, and it is pouring rain, and it's actually kind of nice. I like these kind of days, even though it kind of depends on my mood. But right now, I like this kind of day. Dennis is still there, and I'm ready to go nuts. He needs to leave so badly. I cannot even believe that he is still there. I'm praying, hoping, wishing, everything I know how to do that he will be gone this week. I told him that Thursday, if he's still there, that he has to be gone because I'm celebrating Thanksgiving with my kids and I don't want him around. So, but what's kind of funny is I was going to make Thanksgiving dinner at my house, and then the kids were going to have Thanksgiving dinner with me and then go to their dad's and have Thanksgiving dinner there. And so their dad and I were trying to figure out what times we were going to do it. I was thinking I was going to go around 2, and then he'd have his around 5. But he kind of wanted to have his earlier. So then he said, "Well, why don't you just come here? Because it's just me." And I was like, you know what? Let me think on that. And then so I asked the kids what they thought. They loved the idea. Alex was extremely excited about it because he thought it would be nice to just have to go to, because he has 3 that he was going to have to go to. He has to go to Maddie, his girlfriend's mom's house too. So he really liked it, and I was like, well, gosh, I didn't realize you guys would like that so much, but okay, let's do it. So I think it's awesome that Leo and I are in a place that we can do this. Now, if Dennis wanted to celebrate with me, I would not be in that position right now. I don't know if I ever will be. I mean, oh my goodness, guys, there's so much to tell, but it's nobody's mess but mine, and it's not. Just know that I haven't been happy for quite some time, and it was dumb that. I'm not saying it was dumb that I ever got married. I was going to say that, but that's not true. I loved him, and I still will always have a love for him. But right now, I would rather spit on him than look at him, to be quite honest. And I know it's not his fault per se that the closing keeps moving. I know that's not his fault. I know he doesn't control that. I know he wants to leave, but my position is if you're gonna say that you aren't in love with me and you've been talking to somebody else and you want a divorce, well then you need to get out, like immediately. And it's been almost 3 months now, and it's crazy. And Monday is supposed to be our 7th-year wedding anniversary. Good God. So I'm way past I don't even know if I was ever in a real sad state because honestly, like I said, it was going south for quite some time, and he was not the man that I thought he was, and he isn't always factual in the things that he presents. He talks a different talk than he walks. So, doesn't mean he's not worthy, but he's not worthy of me. At least not in my head. Now, I deserve better. I'm just gonna say it. It's true. I know I deserve better. And you know what? He deserves to be loved the way he needs to be loved too. And I was not doing that. So he deserves what he deserves, and I deserve what I deserve. So anyway, it's just eggshells, and I can't stand it. So I try to leave sometimes, especially on the weekends if he's home. But I don't even like to call it home with him there. I just call it, like, I just say if he's there, or I try to say, like, oh gosh, he's back, or whatever. I don't ever say he's home, or that's not true. I do say it. I just don't like to say it. And whenever I say it, I always catch myself because in my head, it's not his home. Like, this is a dumb, stupid, silly thing, but I always, like, kept the well, all the staples. I had them in the house and, made sure that we didn't run out of things. And he likes a particular coffee, and I would make sure that I stocked that up. Well, I stocked it up, and then when he used that stock, I didn't refill it, even though I have the refill. I didn't refill it because I don't feel like I should have to continue to purchase all of his things and do all of that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not. If he wants some more coffee, he's going to have to buy it because all of that I buy. I pay for everything anyway. But I'm like, in my head, I'm going, I'm not going to tell him I have this extra stash, and it's probably been, I don't know, 3 weeks now, and he's been using instant coffee that I had in the cabinet, which I don't really care, but it still is annoying because he is going around the whole, having to do anything for himself, or purchase anything for himself. And then that little twerp found my stash. I don't know why he was nibbing through my stuff in the pantry anyway, but he found my stash, and this morning I came out to him making a cup of coffee in my Keurig, and I'm like, Dennis, you better tell me you bought your own coffee because I don't want you using mine. And he said, no, I found it in there. And I'm like, no, that's not fair game for you. You don't just have all rights to do and find whatever you want. I mean, it's just stuff like that. It's just wrong. It just takes advantage and just takes and takes and takes. And I am ready to explode. So I guess I'm venting some more today, and I apologize, but I know that you guys told me last time that you didn't mind, and I really, really appreciate it. Sometimes I just feel like I need to get it out. He's just so crazy. Now, I do share with my friends. I don't want you guys to think that I keep everything in. I have, a couple really good friends that I share most everything with. Thank you, Lisa and Tracy. Love you girls. But it's hard to, I don't really want to talk about it all the time to them, and I want to have fun and live my life too, but it's just sometimes it's all I can think about because he's there, and it's eggshells, and it's awful. So, I guess I'm saying if you guys are in a bad relationship, I feel for you, and if there's anything you can do to get out of it, you will be happier. I mean, I'm happy just thinking about the light at the end of the tunnel, but I cannot wait for him to be gone. Even if that means that, I'm alone by myself in the house forever. I'd much rather be alone in the house forever by myself than to be in this relationship, because it's not even a relationship. What we've had is just a joke. So I've not been happy at all for a long time, and my girlfriends can attest to it, and it's just gotten worse. And he said he had an epiphany, and he found his spiritual match, and that I was no longer equally yoked with him, and whatever. I mean, I'm like, if that's so spiritual, then you wouldn't cheat on your wife. But that's part of what I'm saying. I mean, he's just weird. He's turned weird. Not that he's ever been normal, but neither have I. But, I mean, that's a different kind of weird. So anyway, I'm on my way to TJ Maxx. I'm going to look and see what they have there. And I am making some Christmas presents, which has been kind of fun. I'm working on that. And then this morning I'm also going to, or today, I don't know about this morning, but it's already 10:13. But I'm going to have a baker's rack in the kitchen that I cleaned up, and I'm going to try to disassemble it so that Alex can have it. And then I have another like piece of furniture, I don't know what else to call it, to put in there. It's not exactly a baker's rack, but it's like a little cabinet. And so I want to put that in there today and get that finished, hopefully, because my kitchen table is full of stuff, and that's one of the things that is a pet peeve of mine, to have my kitchen table or my island full of stuff. I can't stand it. It needs to be clean and emptied, and it's been like that for far too long because I've been working on it for a little while, which, on one hand I think, it's okay because it's just me. Well, it's just me, and I can take my time, and everything doesn't have to be right away. And that's a good thing. Sometimes I have to show myself some grace, but then there's a point where I'm like, okay, got to get on the ball and get this done. And sometimes I'll try to find other things to do, like making Christmas presents instead of doing some of the things that I probably should be doing, like cleaning that up and all that. So, I mean, I'm human. We all do that. So I'm not kicking myself or anything. I'm just saying that today I'm hoping to do that, which also means I have to clean the kitchen floor. And I was going to get new flooring in there, and I still want to, but right now I can't. I mean, having dentists there has really put a damper on everything because I've had to delay and delay and delay, and now I've kind of shuffled my money a little bit. So I think I'm going to wait until the spring to get new flooring, and hopefully be able to do new flooring and fix my fence. So it's like forever. There's always stuff, but that's okay. And if I don't get new flooring this year, I don't get new flooring this year. You know, I'll do my best, and it's fine. But I do need to clean what I have so that it looks nice, and before I put something new on there. You guys know what I mean. So that's my plan for today, and then I also need to knit because I'm working on that blanket for Alex, and I'm more than halfway through, so that's awesome. But I have another project I want to start, and I won't let myself start it because I know how I am right now. I'm not letting myself start new things until I finish the old thing. Well, as far as knitting goes, don't get crazy. And speaking of crazy, oh my goodness. So I don't know if any of you guys are knitters or know what I'm talking about when I say a yarn advent calendar, but it is exactly what it sounds like. Some of these yarn makers or dyers will, I guess they're dyers, not makers. These yarn dyers will dye yarn and do a different colorway or whatever for each day of December. And you can purchase them, and you purchase them way early because it takes them a long time to do it, and put them all together and put different dates on them and all of that. So that's that. I mean, it's kind of cool, and I love some of these special dyers that I like. There's some that Chelsea Yarns that I can think of, and Toad Hollow. I love them, and there's a few that I really, really like, and I'm not going to say them all because I know I'll forget them. But and they're kind of pricey. They aren't kind of pricey. They are pricey because if you think about it, you're getting a few skeins of yarn when you add it all together. But whatever. I thought, I don't know why, but back in April, May, when they started selling these, I felt like I needed to treat myself, and I felt the need to treat myself, I think 8 times. I did not realize that I had purchased so many of these things. Not that I'm upset about it, because I'm not. I'm kind of actually happy about it. I'm kind of excited to have an Advent, and it's kind of neat too because Lisa and I decided to do Advents for each other, so we have presents for each other for each day of each day of the month of December up until Christmas. So I'm going to have a few presents to open every day. It's kind of cool. So yay! All right, I am here. I'm going to put my mask on that my aunt made me. She crocheted this for me. I love this mask. And I am going to go in and see what I can see. So thanks for listening, guys. I really appreciate all of you. I love you bunches, and I will keep you posted. As soon as he leaves, I will do a huge celebration vlog. I am so excited. Hope it's this week. Please, oh please, Lord, if you're listening, please let it be this week. The sooner the better. Love you guys.